What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Hope you're having yourselves a terrific Tuesday, and thank you so much for joining me, whether you're joining during or post-stream. This is an Elven Warrior playthrough on Nightmare plus Trials. And in the last episode, we had Josephine fall in love with us. And can you blame her? Look at that mug. Aren't we a sight for sore eyes? We also killed a couple dragons, testing our resolve. And in this episode, we're going to Halam Shiral to participate in the Grand Ball, the Great Game, the Grand Game, all the politicking and conniving that the people of Orlais do. Because apparently there was a plot to assassinate the Empress. But before we do that, I want to craft some materials, some weapons. I went ahead and went to the Black Emporium and bought all of the dragon resources, which took about half of our coin. So we're sitting at a lowly 23k. We're gonna save some more coin for the rest of the dragon resources. I want to outfit our Lavellan with all dragon bone and dragon material crafted stuff. But we are going to craft our first endgame piece, which will be this sword. So we're going to go ahead and use dragon bone, and we're going to max out the damage. So I bought some Storm Heart. Not there. And then our crit chance, which we will use Great Bear Hide. That's 16%. And we are going to use an Essence of Perfection just to max out all of those stats. Here we go. 172, 18% critical. We're gonna call it Elven Final Weapon. No, Ultima Weapon. Ultima Sword. It's a reference to a little Final Fantasy VII there. Alright. So let's equip that. Very nice. Nice golden color. And because our crit chance went up to, was it 18%? I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the Amulet of Cunning for the Amulet of Dexterity for more whatchamacallit, critical hit damage. So let's check our stats here. Our critical chance went up to 30%. So it was sitting at 28 with the it was sitting at 28 with the necklace before the sword. So we went up by 2%, but our critical damage bonus went from 70% to 81%, so we should be seeing some pretty heavy crits. Plus we'll get 5% from Varric, and then 10% more from the passive we have from when we see blood. I think they have to get below 35%. You get 10% more critical hit chance, so that is 45% critical hit chance, which is insane. So we should be sitting pretty with that one. I'm curious to see how much damage we'll actually do. I'm not sure if there is a belt that increases any offensive stats. I don't think so. But that's pretty much it for offense. Oh, we can actually increase it a little bit more if we craft a rune. So I want to craft this superb fire rune. But for more damage. But we need 6 pure fire essence, which we don't have. How many do we even have? Crafting materials. I think it's this stuff. Is it intense fire essence? Intense fire. We have 5, so we need 1 more. Let's just equip one of the runes we do already have. I do want it to be an elemental. So let us put a frost rune on it. So it goes from... Hold on. Let me get back to that. It goes from... Oh, that already... I guess it already equipped it. Huh? Oh, it's already in there. Okay, sweet. 283. Just a little bit more damage. Unless we can craft a different one. Let's see what we got here. Frost rune. Nope. A master one, intense frost. How many intense for a master? 6 intense frost essence. And superbs. Oh, those are pure fire essence, which we don't even have. How do you craft a pure fire essence? We don't even have any of that. Pure fire essence. How do you get that? Pure red lyrium, pure red lyrium. Interesting. Well, I guess we can craft a master one. And I also wanted to craft another weapon for oh my gosh, Blackwall? I just don't like the way the prismatic one looks on him. So let us... We have a lot of tier 2 materials that we're never going to use. Let's craft some obsidian. We got some viridium. Let's do some more viridium. We'll just do all attack. Or we can do stagger. Since he's like our tank, I think stagger would. Stagger on hit, obsidian. Let's do stagger. Because then he'll just like... No one will touch him. Stagger on hit. There we go, 33% stagger on hit. And then we're gonna... What do we have here? Abilities cost 15% less than stamina. Heartwood. Berserk. There's damage for bonus 20% monsters. Chain lightning. Fade cloak on hit. Face costs 10% less menace. Let's just use this one. Whatever. Black wall. Stagger axe. Okay, and then we'll need a haft. Something that looks pretty cool. That's a nice haft. I think that's the one we gave Bull on his. Wrap two-handed. I like this one too. So it's either this one or this one. Wrapped. I'm gonna go with this one. Critical chance. Sunder on hit. Armor penetration. Sunder on hit. Sunder on hit. Let's do that. Sunder on hit. He'll be like a debuffer. And Constitution is what we want. I don't like that color though. Obsidian. We'll just use obsidian. Alright. Okay, and then the pommel. Something very nice. Spike pommel. Wrapped pommel. Yeah. Something elegant. We'll do the spike pommel. Oh, we can do more stagger on hit. See if there's a tier 2 that does stagger. Lazarite and another Sunder on hit. Tier 2 was Gurgit webbing. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Haft. Pommel. Alright. I don't like that middle part, but at least it's something. That prismatic one just looks weird. Where is he? Stagger axe. What? Why does it do that? Who did he give it to? How does she always get that? Good thing I rename all my stuff. So he gets this axe. We'll get him a good end game one. It's either that or that, and I'm liking that. Oh, it just looks weird. Alright. Those of you just joining us, we crafted our first endgame weapon for our Lavelin. Our Lavelin. Oops. We got 41% attack, 18% critical hit chance, and 245 damage, plus 10 cold damage. So, should be interesting. Our critical hit damage bonus is at 81%, and our critical hit chance is at 31%, and with potentially it getting to 45% with all the passives we have with Varric and being a Reaver. Alright, let's head to Halam Shiral, the Winter Palace. Did I upgrade that potion? Sorry, guys. I think I needed to, Whoa. Acid just loaded in. I think I need to collect a little bit more arbor blessing. I think I was like almost there. Sweet. I don't know if we'll be able to unlock the second potion slot. If we do, maybe I'll put healing mist. I don't know. Those regen potions are like awesome though. With this final upgrade on the regen potion, you get, it has like an area of effect. Oh, we don't have the life. Doubles the healing amount of the user below 25%. And we need to collect more arbor blessing. So 10 more. That proximity heal is what I want. But that extra 25% is or the extra double, I guess 50% healing is gonna be really good too. I think ticks are like 1 second in between, so that's really good. Alright, I think I've pretty much memorized, I've played this game so much, I think I've memorized how to get certain outcomes. I'll tell you along the way which ones we're gonna go for, because there's a specific one that will get us an amulet of power for our Inquisitor. Gold. Let's get up here. Actually, there was something I wanted Liliana to do. I don't remember what. It was... defeat the Marquise. What's this one? We have Marquise Ephiloque Buffon trapped in her fortress in the Gomorrean Peaks and are preparing to make a final assault. While we might earlier have ignored her transgressions in light of the greater threat to the world, it is good that we did not. Marquis Buffon's crimes go well beyond smuggling or illegal mining, and has an ally.
A bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Oh, thank you. And she has an ally in Lady Jeanette Lagaspe, who has come to the Venatori Mages to defend the Marquis. The Wardens have concerns about the Venatori using blood magic or their ties to Corypheus to influence their minds, but are prepared to follow your orders. We cannot delay for long as the demons in the mountains continue to harass our flanks. So, if the Wardens can hold off the demons for 3 days, my friend Baroness Nathalie de la Souche will have siege equipment there to bring down that fortress. If my scouts can find an alternative entrance, the Venatori may not have time to affect the Wardens, and we've no choice to send the Wardens in. They must be prepared to fight whatever the Venatori do. I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, that's a risk. What if there is no alternate entrance? That's also a risk. Can the Wardens hold off the demons for 3 days? I think they can. Like, Liliana always has the best options. We'll do that one.
Let us begin.
What was the thing that I wanted Liliana to do? Something... this one only Cullen can do, so...
Inquisitor.
Successor leads. Whatever, we'll do this.
Inquisitor.
Okay. On to the Winter Palace. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving it an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Halam Shiral, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin Grand Duke Despard under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corypheus' assassin to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend to keep him from destroying Orlais if we hurry.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala. The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds. Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only, she has organized the elves of Halam Shiral into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but... It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
Here we go. Okay. Now, you can have some fun with people that you bring. Like Vivienne is a good option because she's a courtier. She's like this is her element and people know of her. And I think you get points with the court if you bring her along. But we're not going to. We're definitely going to bring These ones. I don't want to bring Varric just because he hides most of the time. You don't get a chance to interact with him unless you go out of your way to find him, which is not worth it for what we're trying to do, but he has the best passives for our playthrough. And I'm going to bring Blackwall instead of Bull because we want to see one particular interaction. Will give you a little bit of insight into his background or some hints as to what his background is. All right, let's go. Let's get this. Ugh. Yeah, this part reminds me of like Game of Thrones and like all the machinations and conniving behind people's back sort of thing.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
If you have a love interest, it's worth bringing your love interest as well. But since ours is Josephine...
It is a great pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor Lavellen. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear. Probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
I can't imagine that crowd has seen anything better than us in their entire lives.
I knew we would get along famously, Inquisitor. As a friend, perhaps there is a matter you could undertake this evening. This elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy.
That ambassador, Briala, used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Alright, let's hope we do this right. So...
Is that the Inquisitor?
An elf savage? Oh, make a forbid.
This is Casper's idea of a joke.
Court approval. Orlesian nobility looks down on elves. The court watches you with a critical eye. So on the right side, top right-hand corner, you'll see court approval. Your actions will either gain approval or you'll lose approval. And basically that gives you a timer, so to speak, when you're not in the court eye. So the higher it is, the more time you'll have to investigate certain stuff. So you want it as high as possible. Because we're an elf, we get an automatic minus 10 points, which sucks. First thing we want to do is talk to this person.
You there! Rabbit! Have you seen a ring anywhere?
Rabbit.
It was a gift from the Comtesse Montbéliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
Is this ring particularly valuable?
its worth in coin is not as important as its social value. It was a gift from a member of the Council of Heralds. If she finds out I lost it, she will never forgive me. Not even if I live to be 1,000 years old.
What's your game? Are you trying to convince the Comtesse that you treasure her gift? Or just gain importance by getting the Inquisitor to run a menial errand for you?
Court approval. You just gain court approval, which is usually the result of finesse, entertaining people, or keeping up appearances. The higher court approval is, the better.
I assure you, the ring truly is lost. And I must find it or risk terrible repercussions.
So,
should you happen upon it, I beg you, let me know.
in this section with all your conversations, go with the middle option. It'll always gain you approval.
Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure. I cannot believe you found it. You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
Don't call me rabbit ever again. I wish we could have picked like a different outfit. Especially since like elves look so skinny in certain attire. Alright, before we go into the middle there, we're gonna go to the left over here. Oh yeah, we need the storage key. Storage key, if I'm not mistaken, is up top here. So you can also gain secrets. And
foreigners.
Rude. And Liliana will use those secrets to give you an advantage, aka give you more court approval. I'm trying to eavesdrop on these people. So these red circles are where you can listen in on.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Alright, so that's a secret. Storage key is over here. Now we can head back down. You can also find scandalous secrets. That'll also, you can also give those to Liliana. And caprice coins, you throw those into this fountain and they give you court approval. So lots of little things and mini games, I guess. Okay, so last thing you have to do is find these Hala statues. They're like keys that go into certain doors. Access to the eastern storage room, so that's this one here. I feel like they gave this section a lot of love. Alright. So that's it for the garden area. We can go into the middle now.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
And they sound delightful. I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
You're just full of joy and light this evening.
Everything will be fine. Andraste watch over us all.
And here we go. Basically, you just want to be as thorough as possible during this this part, because you can easily miss stuff. So sometimes I don't remember where stuff is, so I just be thorough just in case. Okay, before we go into that door.
A delish? No, that cannot be.
Hey.
The guest wing is not open to the...
Yeah. Okay, another eavesdropping area. Okay, so if you don't get...
No idea.
If you don't get a scandalous secret from that, just like leave and wait for the circle to come back.
Interesting.
And just keep doing it until you get it.
Waste of time.
See, we didn't get it, so you just have to leave. You don't have to go this far, I'm just checking that area. Come back to it, it should appear. And just do it again. And you just keep doing it again until you actually get something from it.
Waste of time.
Sometimes it's annoying like that and it won't give it to you. I don't know what the percentage is. Sometimes I've done it like 6-7 times before I actually got a secret.
I had no idea.
See? That's 3.
I heard the Grand
I heard
Duke
Celine
invited
was
the
having the
Inquisition.
entire wing redecorated. But the timing is atrocious.
Why
Who's
would you
Varric?
do such a thing now?
So this is just the Winter Palace. What's the summer one look like, I wonder?
Looking good, Varric.
It will take some time to get our men into the palace. I'll alert you when we're ready.
Colin looks like Prince Charming or something. Trying to outdo me? Okay, I think that's it.
Gaspar never struck me as nice. He must think he gains a military advantage with the Inquisition.
Into the ballroom. Oh, I hope I don't get a copyright claim for the music.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Lavellan.
Music's supposed to be off.
Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground,
This guy writes better fiction than I do.
champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, renowned author Varric Dethris. Head of noble house Dethris, Desher of Kirkwall to the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium, son of Lord Magister Hallwood Pavus of Azariel, Warden Blackwall of Valchevan, Constable of the Grey, bearer of the Silverite Wings of Valor, Sir Callum Stanton Rutherford of Hunley, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall, Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and Left Hand of the Divine, and Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Sweet. Some of them are pretty funny.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Let's hope the breeze does not herald an oncoming storm.
Even the wisest mistake fair winds for foul. We are at the mercy of the skies, Inquisitor. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have no words to suffice. Halam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
It would have been nice if they mixed up the selections. Like, instead of it making it always the middle one.
You have a moment.
That gains you approval. You know, keep you on your toes, you know?
Tell me, Yvette, how are Mama and Papa? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything?
Papa's perfectly happy in the studio. Mother is the same as always. I don't like that great.
Meaning she's
Nobody
actually
should
doing
do
as many hunting dogs as he
You
does.
always take her side.
If I
I
have to
don't
clean up
take her
another pot...
side. I happen to think, as she does, you might attend to more of the estate's duties. Also, do stop slouching.
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
I'm gonna be your brother-in-law.
There can never be too many Lady Montilliers in Thedas, can there?
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? You and Josephine are going to elope and move to the Anderfells and join the Grey Wardens and fight Darkspawn?
Yvette!
I want to know.
Absolutely. A Mass Effect Easter egg? There is? Maybe I've seen it and I just don't remember, but that's interesting. I'm not surprised, because I mean, BioWare, right? I think it might be in Trespasser, to be honest. I gotta look that up.
I already packed our bags, didn't I, darling?
I knew it.
Inquisitor, please give her no more ammunition. I beg you.
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of.
The dancing is so dull, Your Worship. But the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Royal must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
There is a lot of talking in the first half of the
Which power should the Inquisition
of the Winter Palace.
weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years, I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
But it does get interesting towards the end.
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's family.
She would forget to mention the artists. I've been studying painting under Antiva's royal tutors. You should be proud, Josie. I'm going to be exhibiting my work next season in the city's biggest salon.
Have you actually sat down and finished the painting yet?
I must wait for my inspiration.
And I must wait for your tutor's bits.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh yes, as she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette, stop.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette! That's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
I'll see you later.
Another time. Can you believe the Inquisition feel its
Yeah, nothing there yet.
That will end badly.
There they are talking. That's where Briala goes. Cullen.
Are you married? To renovate the palace. Married to my work.
Still single?
I heard that it wasn't renovations at all. The palace was damaged
Inquisitor,
by Gaspard.
did you need something? The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
That's monstrous.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
You have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not yet. It would be easier if people would stop talking to me. Other people. Not you.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
So you can see the advisors are trying to guide you into picking who should rule Orlais. And you're going to have a hand in influencing that choice.
Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
I think that's it. There might be something here, yeah.
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the
It's locked, right? Yeah. Once the story unfolds a little more, I'll tell you who I'm trying to go for.
I was hoping it would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
All right. On to hunt. Pretty sure nothing's here, but just double checking. What are you doing over there? Okay. Going to the guest wing. Which is this way. It's now open. You'll find a black wall to our right.
Leave us.
But I'm one of you.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
Alright, this interactions.
From somewhere. Ah. Lord Rudal de Langres. I've seen you in his company before, no?
I don't think we've met, my lord. I'm just a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Odd. Your face is so familiar. Around the eyes, especially. Perhaps without that beard? More wine. It will come to me.
See? People are starting to recognize Blackwall for some reason. And his... if you put together that and his inaffinity to sense Darkspawn, you'll come to a conclusion.
I'm ready for anything. Just give the word.
What's the word? Seen anything yet?
Nothing. Wherever our enemy is, he's keeping out of sight.
So, Silverite Wings of Valor. What did you get that for?
For valor.
Care to elaborate?
It was a long time ago. Back when we didn't stop to boast about past victories when there was an assassin on the loose.
Touchy? Why are you so touchy?
While I have a moment, is there anyone here I should question?
I'm not well acquainted with Orlesian nobility. They rarely welcome Grey Wardens coming in with the right of conscription.
What do you think about all the scheming and politics?
I think I'd rather be anywhere else. Let's save the Empress and get back to where things make sense. Say what you want about Celine's ascension. She stole the throne? She seduced her way to it? Who cares? In the years since, she's proven she is the perfect mix of strength, cunning, and grace that Orlais needs. Gaspard, you may as well crown a bull if he wins.
Wait for my signal.
Should be something here too, I think. Yep.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Caprice coin. Into the guest wing. Okay.
Interesting.
Another secret. Hopefully we get it first shot.
Waste of time.
Boo. We'll come back. There's one over here.
Well, that's useful.
There we go. One more secret. Back to this one.
Boring.
Nah. We can talk to this guy.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
You're always gonna pick this one.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the Council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me rant. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Not a problem. It's extra 10 court approval.
I had no idea.
There we go. That's 6. A tent. King Draken turns his crown in his hands, enters his trusted cousin, Captain Ashan. Captain Ashan, hail your majesty, the armies wait on you. King Draken, what of the enemy? Captain Ashan, the blighted one's mass... Ah, this is too long. Sorry. What the? Caprice coin. And then we want to talk to this guy.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. How curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
Another time, my lord.
Alright, so that's 60 court approval.
I don't like that Grand Duke. Nobody should own as many hunting dogs.
Inquisitor Llewellyn, don't head into the servants' wing if you value your neck. Not one elf's gone in there tonight and come out again.
Our man was supposed to make a pickup in the garden hours ago. Bastard's likely dead by now.
I think if you're not an elf, they like move off and then they become like a secret or something like that. I think.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to you?
This way is closed. Please.
Through the window. I think there's something here. No? Yeah. I don't wonder why that's... Where'd it go? Okay, so this will trigger a cutscene, I think. Yeah.
Well, well. What's this?
Looks like a schedule. That's it for this.
The band is still waiting for their refreshments.
Seems like the search function is a little delayed for some reason.
Nobody should own as many.
My Lord Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also extremely fashionable.
What's the message?
This is so exciting!
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspard is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
Thank you. I really like the French accent. No, it's Meriden. Don't sing. Okay, these guys won't talk to you. You gotta go over here.
Interesting.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
Okay, you don't want to just stick around the area because you can eavesdrop one more time.
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's pet apostate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
What's wrong with the subtitles? Alright, and now you can go and talk to them.
Did you need something?
And then pick one of these.
Did I hear correctly? If you're interested in bringing the Templars to heel, you may have found an ally.
If that's true, I would welcome an alliance with the Inquisition. I will get in touch with your Lady Nightingale. I have assets that might benefit your cause.
Gentlemen.
So either of those options gain you an agent. I could be wrong, but I think Varric is in this room. But it's not worth wasting your Hala statues. Just gonna check this side.
Waste of time.
Dang it. Or you can, this is the fountain you can drop your Caprice coins in, and it'll gain court approval. We only had 3. Oh, you think I'm delightful, huh? I think they only say that if you're above 60%.
Just gossip.
Ugh.
I had no idea.
There we go. Already got a third of the way. All the secrets. Once you're done here, you're gonna climb this thing. Don't mind me. I'm just scaling the wall here. Okay, so you eventually... so when you're like off limits, like court approval will start ticking down. So you want to be as quick as possible when you're not in the main areas. So that's the last place we want to go to. I'm just gonna check over here. Don't think there's anything here. There's something on the other side for sure. Got a Hala statue. And a Caprice coin? Oh, secrets. Gonna go over here. Okay. Got a letter here. Lady M, I need you at my side tonight. The unpleasantness of the royal ring has convinced me there is no safety within the palace. I do not expect my cousin to employ magic, but I would hardly be surprised if he provoked another infestation. Since my court enchanter is not here to assist me, I must rely entirely upon you. There is no one else I can trust. Celine. I wonder who Lady M is. Alright, we're gonna use this Veil Fire. I think it goes here. I don't know if there's a particular order, but I always do it this way, and it always seems to work. Dang it. I hate when chests do that. Like, they light up and then you don't have access to it. Okay. We're gonna go into the library and just search the library real quick while we have time. Yeah, we're not a rogue, so unfortunately we can't get into that room. Not a big deal. More secrets. We can easily gain back approval, so not to worry if it seems pretty low. We know all the moves. Another scandalous secret. Okay, back to that room. Over here. You'll need a Hala statue. Or two. And then when you pick up the negotiations, that triggers the next section. Celine, we can discuss this like adults, can't we? We both know the weapon at Briala's disposal could not only turn the tide of our war, but every war. The Empire must control it. I do not believe you disagree. She is now a greater threat to our lay than anything else. If you and I work together, we can wrest control away from her. Do not deceive yourself that she will be open to negotiation or diplomacy. You know her better than anyone. You know that's impossible. So many dead people. Alright. So that bell is signaling you to
I should get back to the ballroom.
go back. You'll gain points for being fashionably late. So you want to take your time, but not too much time.
How has the lyrium trade dropped off so sharp?
We're just gonna wait for that second bell.
My contact said there's a new supplier, but we can't track down who it might be.
Come on, second bell. There it is.
Will be the second bell. Fashionably late now.
You don't want there to be a third bell because you will lose points.
Well, well. What have we here? The leader of the new Inquisition, fabled herald of the faith. Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
Morrigan was in Dragon Age Origins, and she is the daughter of the renowned witch Flemeth.
I don't know. Do we?
You are being coy.
I'm being careful.
Not unwise, here of all places. Allow me to speak first, then. Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough. For the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
What's your interest in protecting Empress Celine? Are you her bodyguard?
Do I seem a bodyguard to you? If anything were to happen to Celine, eyes would turn first to her occult advisor, even if they knew otherwise. There are sharks in the water, and I will not fall prey to them. Not now, not ever.
Morrigan always has had a thirst for power and knowledge.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere, does she not? Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
I tend to agree.
Who was that Inquisition officer over there? You'll never get to talk to him. He wouldn't even dance with the Comtesse d'Argent.
The ladies are falling for
There's the Dowager. Don't make eye
Cullen.
He wouldn't want to speak with and nobody that.
Why would the Empress invite that elf?
Guys doing okay?
At all, Josie?
It may not have been wise to attend this particular engagement, Yvette.
I didn't want to come. Mother made me. At least Haram Sharal has such pretty gardens. They're so darling. I took out my parchment.
Not another book of poetry. Inquisitor?
Hello.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
No new insights. Let's talk to Gaspard.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
If you're a champion specialization, you can have like unique dialogue with Gaspard.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days Cough swept Val Royeaux in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike. There are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I. Myself, my sister Floriane, and Celine. And I am the eldest. By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
If you're the rightful heir, how did Celine become Empress?
I am the oldest, but I lack the Valmont name. My mother was the late Emperor's sister. Celine is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Celine outplayed me, forming alliances on the Council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
Just what are you claiming? Her crown or her head?
If Celine loses her head, it will not be my doing. I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not weep at her demise.
Is that so?
I have a question about the peace talks. What will be going on in these negotiations?
We will whittle one another down with words until we are bored into agreement. Celine will talk circles around us, that elf will glower and cast suspicion everywhere, and I will get very drunk. Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
What calamities befall us if they stop serving drinks early?
If we're lucky, another war will break out. I cannot abide the game, my friend. I prefer my enemies armed and facing me. I like clear winners and losers. Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor. I will show you who the victors are. When I am Emperor, there will be changes. No more of this courtier's nonsense. The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
I mean, during times of war, it may be good to have a military type leader, but in the long run, it may do no good. Especially since all Gaspard wants is war. We're trying not to go on his side.
What can you tell me about Celine and Brialla?
Brialla may be called ambassador, but she is purely a spy. She works towards some hidden agenda. Elves have no place in politics. Her presence here is suspicious. Celine is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to get her way with a few words and a smile. But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political man. If the nobles believe the Inquisition supports me, it will help in negotiations. And I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
I don't do the I found something dialogue because from an RPG standpoint, I think the Inquisitor should try to hold all of his cards. Alright, 2 more people to talk to and then it gets a little bit more exciting.
To what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course.
Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
Perhaps you could tell me something then. We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
I'd like to know more about Empress Celine.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thedas.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
Oh, do your people have no customs surrounding great occasions? How sad.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts.
While joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation.
We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial Army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne. and he would gladly make his palace a war camp.
He's also fiendishly charming.
Lady Briella has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better.
Even if her plans could never work and would only provoke hate crimes against alienages.
She is an idealist, but her lack of patience could prove disastrous.
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Gaspard and Briella are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Orlesians.
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her friendship.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with Rivain, Antiva, the Underfells.
And she throws the best parties.
Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
I bid you adieu.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Inquisitor Lavallum, how many of the guests have mistaken you for a kitchen servant? You've charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
I had a question about you, Briella.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
What's your story? How was an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
What do you mean we had a falling out?
She betrayed me. Turned me over to the guards on a trumped-up charge to save her political reputation. It wasn't personal. It's the game. That's how all Orlesians justify these things to themselves. It wouldn't do to let the court know she had an elven friend.
If she doesn't win you back to her side, what do you intend to do?
I have contingency plans. I'm not a child putting all my hopes on a single ball. This evening gives me access to Duke Gaspard. He's challenging. Not as progressive or persuadable as his cousin. But with time and sufficient blackmail, he might work with us.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
I want to know more about the peace talks. What can you tell me about Celine and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celine is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Alright. Let's get the show on the road. Actually, we can...
I would love to hear about your time in camp. Another time, perhaps. Inquisitor, is there something you needed?
We'll talk later.
I await your
So at this point you can drop off your secrets to Liliana and you'll gain some court approval.
Look at Lady Cambion's slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds, And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps?
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Orlais. Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
Have you seen anything interesting?
Oh yes. Halam Shiral is lousy with scandals and scheming. But no sign of our Tevinter infiltrator, I'm afraid.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Alright, so we got 94 approval. We went from 68 to 94.
I still remember the day they came to tell me that my second husband, Philippe, was thrown from his horse.
So you can talk to the Dowager
Lord Inquisitor.
now, and
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, my lady.
It's doomed to fail, of course. Celine knows that. At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
oh, I thought we could ask her to dance.
Good evening, milady.
That's weird.
Lord Inquisitor.
Just 1 second here.
Good evening, milady.
Weird. Normally you could ask her to dance. Maybe that was in the first part.
I'm so glad Maman did not want to attend. She always ruins everything.
Just double checking. Alright.
He's not very good.
On to the servants' quarters. Which are down here.
This could be worth checking out.
Okay, so when you get into the servants' quarters, you gotta remember to equip all of your gear. Since the game unequips it, to put on the Inquisition attire. Good thing we rename all of our crafted pieces. Look at that. Okay. Inventory. Weapons. Elven Ultima Sword. Our shield. Dorian gets this. Varric obviously only gets Bianca. We should upgrade Bianca. Then Stagger Axe. I think your accessories are good. Blackwall. You have Blackwall tier 2. Our Lavellan gets that. Dorian. Varric. And helmets. Pretty sure this is his. Blackwall helmets is Blackwall's. We'll give the Carter hat to him. And Dorian, blocking helmet. Accessories are good, right? Alright, I'm excited to use our new sword.
Why kill the servants? They were unarmed.
Sorry to break it to you, hero, but this is what they call collateral damage. Like war is a loan that's late a few payments. I hope we find the bastard who did this.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for.
Okay, there's a Hala statue up here. You just climb up there to get it. Just keep using your search pulse thingy. You'll be alright. Diary of a nosy servant. Since I took the box up at the Grand Apartments, 9 people have subtly tried asking me where the vault is, including a couple of chevaliers, the 5th undergardeners, and one of the Grand Duchess footmen. I'm not mad enough to tell. Oh, imagine dying in your bed like that. Being assassinated in your bed. Court approval is going down. On the left here is a Hala statue, I think.
Should we look around?
Anything here? No. And then just drop down.
This was no servant. What was he doing here?
Does this guy seem out of place to anyone else?
That knife bears a Shalon family crest. Gaspard's crest.
Time to have a word with the Duke.
Finally a fight.
Predatory agents!
Ooh, 2,000. Dang, look at that damage.
They're organized.
Message fragments. I didn't even know we had that. Requisitions order. Okay, we're gonna go this side here. A little bit of loot here. Get over here! Oops. Damn. Are we sure we're playing on Oh yeah, I don't really... It's not really important to loot. So you're just gonna lose out on court approval if you waste time looting bodies. So we're gonna head up these stairs. Should be a caprice coin here. Yep. And then a Hala statue somewhere here. So we got half the Hala statues. Excuse me. And into this area over here. So many people dead. Alright. Don't think there's anything in here. Just a supply cache, which you don't need. Yeah, they're doing so much damage. 4,000 for a combat roll? No way. Okay, so we came from that room right there. We're gonna go into here. Read that. That's just outside in the court. Oh. Man, that's a lot of damage. We're a little OP. Okay, up these stairs. All right. Blocked it. $16K. Oh. I love it. Okay, I think we have enough for this room. Yeah. So you're gonna open up this room. You're gonna get this elven locket. This is important if you want.
Well, Her Imperial Majesty has a fondness for elven keepsakes, I see. I'll admit, I didn't think the Empress was this sentimental.
Okay, so in order to get the Amulet of Power, you need Celine and Briala. We need to get them to rule together. And that locket is going to help us with that. There's a draft in there. Oh my gosh, look at some of the damage. And then walking bomb. Knife in the eye.
You here.
Nice throw.
Shouldn't you be dancing, Inquisitor?
There's a hollow statue
What
there.
will the nobility say?
No doubt there's a line of people breathlessly waiting for dances with me.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was. You cleaned this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's Orlesian. That smile is his mask. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
What do I have to give you in exchange for this army of spies?
Help me, help our people. I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
Does it seem strange that every single person at this party has tried to bribe us?
So much conniving and backstabbing here. Makes me homesick.
Oh yeah, where the heck is Dorian? We didn't talk to him yet. Gotta pick up that hollow statue. I hope I'm not missing anything. Just double checking here. Think we can go back down. Oh, wrong area. Shouldn't be any other secrets or stuff around here. But always nice to be thorough. We're heading back this way. Oh, there's a... Aw, dang it. Some coin over here. Just trying to be thorough here.
Head back to the ballroom. We'll handle this.
If you say so.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Alright, let's head back. can't help but feel I've missed something. That's okay. As long as we get our desired outcome. Can't believe we've forgotten to talk to Dorian. Okay. So we can use drop here. Oops.
Did you see that knife-eared servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I am starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Okay, you gonna talk to them?
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Pick the middle one.
Better tales than anything you've heard. I told you.
I'm skipping it.
Fights an archdemon and lives to tell.
Talk to Cullen.
If you'd like.
Really?
You'd only be gone. Philippe.
You're right.
Okay, you get 10 court approval, and then you can open this door.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Scandalous secrets. You can always come back, but just picking up the orders real quick. And the Hala statue. And then we'll come back. Ah, jeez. Caprice coin. And then we'll head into the ballroom. Alright.
Inquisitor Lavellen. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
I'm already taken, Your Grace.
Your lover has nothing to fear. This is business, not pleasure.
Okay, so in this conversation,
Have the Dalish gained a sudden
as
passion
always,
for politics?
pick the
What do you
middle.
know about our civil war?
Pick the middle selection.
What do you think I ought to know?
My brother and my dear cousin.
It's in the
have
trove
been
room?
at
Okay, I
each
gotta
other's
check it out.
throats for too long.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason.
See if I can find
The
it.
security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
It's funny how they're dancing to no music.
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually. This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
I trust the Inquisition, Your Grace. Every man for himself in the Imperial Court, after all.
Liliana just creeping in the corner
In the
there.
Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
The Duchess had some interesting things to say.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
Morrigan helped me get into the servants' quarters where I found a group of Venatori and Gaspard's dagger.
The man would truly do anything to become Emperor.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat.
Then perhaps we should let her die.
I thought we were here to stop the assassination.
Listen to me carefully, Inquisitor. What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana?
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais.
More than that, whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
We came here to save Celine.
Then you must not only save her life, but also her empire.
That means giving her a victory over both Gaspard and Briala.
If there truly is proof Gaspard's in league with Corypheus, that would be a start.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
So from a story standpoint, or an RPG standpoint, I mean, saving Celine is, like, obviously the best option. Like, she already pledged her allegiance. She's been Empress for decades. We came here to save her, so it only makes sense. Okay, before you leave the ballroom, you need to talk to the ladies and Briala. We'll talk to Briala first.
We meet again. Given any thought to what I said?
And then show her the locket.
I found an elven locket hidden among Celine's things. This isn't yours, is it?
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
It might have meant something to her.
Maybe it did. She held on to it.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Trying to rekindle this relationship, and then talk to the ladies.
Is there something we may do for you?
We do so enjoy speaking with you.
We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
And show them the locket as well.
I made a fascinating discovery. An elven locket in the Empress's vault.
Oh dear. That is very interesting.
I'll get Her Majesty.
Now we get to talk to Celine.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
I found an elven locket sealed in the palace vault. You must have considered it quite valuable.
It was sentimental. I don't know why I kept it. It was a foolish thing to do.
What made the two of you part ways?
She wanted change, and she thought I should deliver it. My word is law, Inquisitor, but laws don't command people's hearts. Culture does not transform itself overnight. I failed her. I should have dared more. But the past, like so many things, is beyond my command.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
Perhaps I do. But I cannot put her above all the people of my empire. Dispose of the locket however you like. It means nothing to me.
Lies. You still love her. Okay. Drop off. I mean, we have 100% court approval, so it doesn't matter if we...
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
They're things courtiers get up to.
Doesn't matter if we drop those off.
Lord Inquisitor.
Good evening, milady.
Wonder why we can't dance with her. There should be a Caprice Stone around here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. And I think that's it. We leave. Alright, I'm gonna check that trophy room again for that Easter egg, James. See if I can find what you're talking about. Where is this Easter egg you speak of? Man, why can't I find it? We need a rogue to get in there. Trophy room. Give me a hint here. By the door. By the door. Oh my gosh! it's a Krogan. That's amazing. I've never seen that before, and I've played this a million times. Thank you for that, James. I never would have found that, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna head back into the guest wing, because there's a bunch of scandalous secrets we can find. Don't remember if there's one in here. Yeah. One. Why is the number not going up? It should be at 16. Priest coin. I wonder why the count isn't going up. Outside here again. Scandalous lead, or 18. $19, $20, $21. Hopefully.
Just gossip.
Ugh. I think this is the one where I did it like 7 times. Sweet. 21. Let's find Dorian too.
Inquisitor Lavellon, is there something I can do for you? I am Lady Marcelette, court historian to Her Imperial Majesty.
What exactly does a court historian do?
I am responsible for the historical records of the cult. I maintain our library and record all official proceedings.
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh, yes. This is a momentous occasion. The first meeting between the Grand Duke and Her Majesty since the war began. Even if, Maker forbid, the talks should fail, it is an important moment in the history of the Empire.
Good evening, Lady Marcelette.
Another time, perhaps.
If I can recall, there are Dragon Age Easter eggs in Mass Effect 2 during
Is it my imagination, or are there more Inquisition on
the Kasumi loyalty mission. Where the heck is Dorian? Oh, here he is.
This is all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
What if your mother were actually here? Where would we be then?
Short one mage after he's dragged out by his earlobe.
I'm having difficulty picturing that.
Picture me a young boy of 5 years then. She certainly always has.
Is this how the elite of Tevinter carry on?
You could almost mistake this for a soiree in the Imperium. The same double-dealing, elegant poison canapes. It's lacking only a few sacrificial slaves and some blood magic. But the night is still young.
Have you seen anything I should know about?
Other than an overabundance of lavender perfume? No, nothing extraordinary.
I appreciate that you were willing to come here.
And expose myself to all this exquisite finery and exotic wines? Such hardship.
Not everyone's likely to be friendly. That's all I meant.
It's true. You'd think I smelled of cabbages the way they wrinkle their noses. It's of no concern, but thank you.
We could open that door, but it's a waste of Hala statues. 22. We can drop off our Caprice coins.
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
I think that's it there.
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste? It's been too long since I've had any word from Talawayu.
There is a secret in that atrium area where we first entered the palace, if I'm not mistaken as well. I'm just being thorough here. Aha. 8 coins. See, that's why I feel like I always miss stuff because of the delay. What is that? Huh. Veil fire. Nothing appears here again, I'm pretty sure. Just want to make sure. Oops, wrong way. Can't remember. Yeah, I knew one appeared here again. Trade documents. I wonder why there's a delay on the finding stuff. It's very strange. I think there's a scandal. There's a secret you can eavesdrop over here. Alright, we're gonna have to come back. Over here, there is a... Oh, not over here. On the other side. Scandalous password. I feel like... Here. There it is.
We should have stayed at home. This was such a mistake.
Waste of time.
Dang it.
You must admit, the work done in...
I think there's something that appears by Blackwall again. Can't remember.
Just gossip.
Oh my gosh. That's the third time we've done that. I'm just gonna leave and come back. Yep. I was right. It's so funny that there's a Krogan there. Krogan head.
Well, that's useful.
Finally. Alright. I think we can go in here now. If we missed one, we missed one. It's not that important to get all of them. Just gotta equip our armor. Everyone else should be good. Scandalous bribe. So you gotta remember.
You look very dignified.
Oh wait, my shield and weapons. Oops.
Thank you.
Consider a scarf next time, a bit of color.
I shall leave the color to you.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
One more Hala statuette.
Get back!
Spartan kicked him.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you're not disappointed I stole your dance partner.
No, not at all. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace.
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Florianne?
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop location who could have written those orders?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
What were you trying to find in Florianne's old room?
The message didn't say.
I should have known it was a setup.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
Takes great courage to come to the Royal Wing unarmed.
It's not courage to blindly follow Briala's orders into a trap. I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Would you be willing to testify to that, if I asked?
Absolutely. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Most Orlesians would say that's Celine's scandal, not Briala's.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Got some leverage there. Just in case you want to accuse Briala, though we are not. Before we go this way, let's use that Hala statue. Over here. Oh wait, we don't have enough. Right.
What happened here?
Alright, you don't want to go on into the door on the left here yet. You still got some things to do. You don't need that. Priest coin. That's 4. Where's the last one? Okay, so that's all the Hala statues. You can either save the 5 for the last doors, or if you want to collect all the secrets, I think you use it on this door here. So unfortunately you can't open all of the doors. You have to be a little bit more selective. I think we might have missed one secret. Or 2.
What happened?
It's not what it looks like. Honestly, I would have preferred it if it were what it looks like. The Empress led me to believe I would be rewarded for betraying the Grand Duke. This was not what I hoped for.
He's into older women.
I can imagine what you thought your reward would be.
Please, I beg you, don't tell Gaspard. The Empress beguiled me into giving her information about plans for troop movements in the palace tonight. She knows everything. Everything. The Duke's surprise attack has been countered before it ever began. She's turned it into a trap. The moment he strikes, she'll have him arrested for treason.
Oh, Orlesians.
Let's see what this does.
Don't breathe a word about this.
I can promise that. I have no intention of dying, Inquisitor. If Gaspard didn't kill me for this, Celine would.
It's only useful if you want to accuse Celine, so... Since we're not. How are we missing 2 secrets? Swear we went through everything. Oh yeah, hollow statue. Secret. We're missing 1. Not down there. Just gonna double check back here. Yeah, before you go to this last section, you want to deliver all the secrets to Liliana. I know we looked through there. Guess we're missing 1. That statue's creepy. Okay, let's head back to Liliana. Let's just drop off what we have. It's fine. Unless there's 1 in the guest wing that we missed. Vestibule.
Emissaries to Cal Shirok have yet to return. So Balin decided to reach out to them after all? Not directly. The emissaries came from the Merchant Guild. The expedition was financed by the king.
The one thing I can't never find all of are the Caprice coins. I wonder if we could use that last hollow statue to open up the door where Verga is. I'm pretty sure it's 2, but I'm gonna check anyway. A little bit of lag there. Oh.
Is it my imagination? Or are there more Inquisition honor guards now than there were
Secrets, there we go. That's all 30.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Quiet you. No, it's 3. Oh well. At least he found all the secrets. I think it, you get an achievement for it. If you collect all the secrets and deliver them. I think I've already 100%ed this game. There you are.
So many crimes of fashion.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
They'll never live this down.
Alright, quest completed. A little bit of XP too. Now let's finish this off.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Fine by me.
Sounds like they're fighting. Not sure if I have to equip my gear again. Probably. Yep. I said I don't have to equip my weapons. We are going this way. And to the left.
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment if you were looking for a dance partner.
Yes, I see that. Such a pity you did not save one final dance for me. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a stepping stone on the path to a better world. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim the godhood waiting for him. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack your empire?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle for an empire when Corypheus will remake the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspar's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
What exactly is in this for you?
The world, of course. I'll deliver the entire south of Thedas, and Corypheus will save me. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
At this point, I'd think disappointment was an old friend.
You poor deluded thing. You don't know half of what Samson and I have planned. And now I suppose you never will. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill him, and bring me his marked hand. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
Whoa. I didn't realize I was dying like that. Whoa. Okay, stop dying. This guy needs to die. Don't die, everyone. My goodness. The green things are annoying too. I'm gonna die. Whoops. Look at my health. At least we get the damage, the damage boost from losing so much health. My goodness gracious me. There any greenies? God. Dead. Right. You dead? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna kill this guy first. He keeps getting barrier. God. I'm gonna kill this guy first. Alright. Back in the game. Where are you? Man. Not sure why that was so difficult. I think it was the greeny.
Trust those tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Good eye. Those were definitely demons.
May God bless me. Demons? How could there be demons in the fucking Winter Palace? I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Your accent sounds Ferelden. I thought you were one of Gaspard's mercenaries.
Born and raised in Denerim. Seems like I should have stayed there. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
I need you to tell that to the Empress.
Do these people ever not stab each other in the back? Just curious.
Gaspard doesn't care who he hurts on his way to the throne, does he?
You saved my life. I owe you. And Gaspard still hasn't paid me. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Much appreciated. Okay. We need a supply cache. Hopefully we run into one. Ooh. How many people were murdered here tonight? $5K combat roll. Wonder why they're only dropping that now. No supply cache? So there's two more doors that have Hala statue key thingies that you could have chose to like save your Hala statues for. 23. Ooh, that discharge. I think in that last section we kind of panicked, so we weren't playing how we should have been playing. Let's loot this useless junk. Alright, this room has those doors with the Hala statues. One is like more warrior, and then the other one is like mage. I never go here. The kitchens. There we go. Some gold, a supply cache. I think this is the servants' quarters, no? Oh no. Looks like it. More useless junk. How many dining rooms and kitchens does this place have? More loot. And let's finish this off. Whoops. There she is. The traitor. The assassin.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Okay, so this kills Celine. This kills the this kills the Duchess. This you take in the Duchess alive. But I like a good boss fight, so we're going to detain the Duchess.
The Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Duchess? At once, Inquisitor.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open, our divine is dead, and many fear the end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Thedas may take shelter. So has it stood for 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many. Dear cousin, please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down.
Now! For Corypheus, kill them all!
Cullen, protect the people!
Yes, Inquisitor.
Another boss fight. She's a slippery little one. Cool trick.
Beaten at every turn. You stole the moment of my triumph, just as you stole the demon army from Merimond. And now you've chased a defenseless woman into the garden. Are you proud of yourself?
We have the palace. Surrender, Your Grace. You don't have to die today.
Surrender? Now? Oh, you poor, deluded thing. The night is still young. All I need to recover is to kill you, Inquisitor. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Bring it on. I don't think you can... Nope.
She's up to something.
Asleep.
Leaving so soon, Your Grace? She's up on the wall. Eyes open. This will be it.
Leave me alone. You don't want none of this. Telling ya. Florian? Oh, we missed. We dodged that flanking strike. Me too. Dead. Where's Florian? Leave me alone. Dead. Take that. She doesn't have the best loot, but it's much more satisfying to fight her as a boss than to take her in quietly. Looks like our companions have leveled up. I hope you weren't just standing there that whole time. Varric. Alright, let's level them up. What does this do? I got barrier bonus. We'll get down there. Disable that. Just want to make sure everything is good for him. Oops. For Varric, we keep going down the subterfuge tree. Threat reduction. Always welcome. And then for Mr. Blackwall, I think we're done with this tree. We've gotten that. So we're gonna work on this stuff. It's disabled. Disabled. Ooh. Aw. So what happens when you join Corypheus? You die. By my hand. Our sword's damage is pretty awesome. Glad we crafted it the way we did.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent and failing.
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
Alright, this is where you choose who will be running the show in Orlais. Let's support Briala.
I wouldn't have caught Florian in time without Briala's help.
You were working together?
Of course.
We have the note to your general ordering him to move troops covertly into the palace grounds.
It was a defensive choice. I expected betrayal here, just not by my own sister.
Keep talking, Gaspard. Eventually you'll convince somebody.
He also murdered a Council of Heralds emissary. I found the body and his knife in the servants' quarters.
I have done no such thing.
And his mercenary captain will be happy to tell you all their plans for the coup tonight. Briala found all of this out for your sake, Celine.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You are hereby sentenced to death.
And now we want to attempt to reconcile Celine and Briala.
I think Ambassador Briala deserves some reward for uncovering all this.
I can scarcely believe you did all this for me.
Celine.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life, and Orlais owes you its future. You have done so much, for my people and for us.
We won't forget this.
So to get the Amulet of Power, you have to do Celine and Briala's operation on the war table.
It was my pleasure. The two of you deserve to be happy.
We truly are. Come, stand with us, Inquisitor. We must give the good news to the nobility. Lords and ladies of the court, this is a night for celebration. Those who sought to poison our empire with treason have been brought to justice. It is a new age for Orlais. We shall build a world in which all men and women live in harmony. Let the cornerstone of change be laid. I introduce the newest member of our court, Marquise Briala of the Dales.
This is not just a victory in Halam Shiral, or within the Empire, or even for elves alone. This is a triumph for everyone. Over 1,000 years ago in the Valerian fields, elves and humans together defeated the Imperium. We can do so much more now. We are greater than our ancestors ever dreamed. Together, we will start by saving our world from the enemy who took the divine and tore the sky apart.
It will take all of us to defeat the enemy threatening our world.
We are already tracking these Tevinter agents. Soon they'll have no place to hide.
But that is tomorrow. Tonight, we celebrate our newfound fellowship. Let the festivities commence!
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
I would have stayed, but the punch ran dry. Scandalous.
Indeed. Let us see if you take this piece of news as poorly. By Imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages. I suspect this is also true of Corypheus, thus it behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close, after all.
When you say knowledge beyond the realm of most mages, do you mean blood magic?
I know many obscure, forgotten, and forbidden arts. Some of it you might consider blood magic, yes? Should thought of that frighten you, allow me to offer reassurance. Knowledge alone does no harm. What I possess, I place at your disposal to make use of or ignore as you desire.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
And here's why you bring your love interest.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
I'm just worn out. Tonight has been very long.
It was a tumultuous evening, but Orlais is safe now. It was worth the struggle. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
Would you care to dance with me, Lady Josephine?
I was hoping you'd ask, my lord.
I still can't get over how she popped her leg and they were making out. We stopped the assassination, ladies and gentlemen. The Empress is safe. And with a new partner, no less. One of our own, an elf.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Maker's mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lord Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
No.
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Thedas. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
You must think very well of them to suggest such a thing.
Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
These aren't just any 2 people. They're key members of the Inquisition.
for the sake of Thedas, we must ask you to make this sacrifice.
This will have to be settled later. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to. You must excuse us, revered mother.
If Corypheus kills you, there is no Chantry.
Don't let them detract from your victory at Alam-Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
Alright guys, I think that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And hit that noti button so you can know when I come on next. So until the next time, peace out.